All right, live and direct. We right here with Fab Five Freddy, the legend from New York City. Welcome to QBar, Freddy. How you doing, man?
Everything's good, man. Happy to be in Bangkok, Thailand. It's beautiful over here. It's a lot going on in this town, man. This is amazing. Wow.
You having a good time? You've been here a couple days now. You seen some interesting sights?
Yeah, I've been here a few days, and thanks to you and my buddy Cavo, I have seen some really interesting sights. Got a nice dose of the flavor, a nice sample of the flavor of Bangkok. Really fun.
This is your first time here, right?
Yeah, my first time. I've been over here about a month. I've been on like a little kind of an art/DJ tour in Southeast Asia. Had a big art show in Hong Kong. Me and a guy named MC Yan, who's a pioneer in the hip hop street art scene. We had an exhibit of paintings inspired by Bruce Lee and his effect on us and street culture. So we both used Bruce Lee imagery in the work, made some amazing canvases. And then, you know, went to Jakarta, Bali, Lombok, Gili, and here we are in Bangkok, Thailand. It's been cool.
So we did a screening of Wild Style tonight, which I believe Billboard just named like the #1 hip hop movie of all time. Right?
Yeah, Billboard.com just dropped a list of the top 10 hip hop films, and Wild Style is #1. I'm really flattered and honored. But I put it up on my Twitter, which is Fab New York spelled out, and a lot of people raised some interesting points like where's Star Wars, where's the movie Juice. So, you know, I never really get into the hip-hop list thing because with a culture that's still so vibrant, passionate, and relevant, it's hard to please everybody. It should have been a list of the top 20 films. But anyway, yeah, Wild Style, numero uno.
How many years is that now? Wild Style came out 1980.
It came out in 82.
82.
No, actually, we finished all the principal photography in 82. 83, it dropped in New York, London, Germany, and our intention when we made the film was just to rock the hardcore homies in the city of New York. So everything else that's happened with the movie has been the gift that keeps on giving. A couple of the Bangkok hardcore hip-hop b-boy heads were like, man, I've seen the movie 100 times, and it's been, I heard it was on Bangkok TV, subtitled or dubbed in
I've run into
Thai.
it at like 4 in the morning, flipping through the channels. I've run into it. It just gets crazy seeing it over here.
Which is cool. I gotta check the business papers and make sure that they sent that check in. But no, it's beautiful over here. A lot of great energy in this town, and it's a real eye-opening situation to be in Asia.
You have any idea that that movie would have such a cultural impact?
No. Like I said, the movie was made for the audience in New York, so we were keeping it real for our core audience. The idea of the movie was just which was my idea initially, was to make a film that connected the dots on different elements of the culture. In the streets of New York, 70s, early 80s, there wasn't a definite link between graffiti, DJing, breakdancing, etc. They were all going on, but not really linked under one umbrella. The idea that I had was to make a movie that showed it was linked. I got with Charlie Ahern, and we collaborated to make the movie Wild Style. Classic, low budget. We literally made this movie out of the trunk of our cars, driving around through the Bronx and connecting with the foundation rappers, DJs, breakdancers at the time, graffiti artists, Grandmaster Flash, Cold Crush Brothers, Fantastic Five MCs, Busy B, and all these guys, you know, were just doing it in their hood. No bright lights, no big record deals had happened yet, but we were like, yo, this is important. They all got down with us, and we made the movie. So the fact that it still means a lot to people around the way is, once again, the gift that keeps on giving.
Now that was like your first movie, but you've gone on to do a lot of videos and movies as well, right? You've even been in movies as well, right?
Yeah, I've been in movies. You know, I've been passionate about film since the days of Wild Style. You know, we all grow up watching TV in this time frame, and I, you know, got a bunch of books, read about filmmaking. We made Wild Style together, which was film school for me, and then going into the late 80s, I started to direct. So the first music video I directed was My Philosophy for KRS-One. I directed over 70 music videos, including the first videos for Queen Latifah, Ladies First and Dance For Me. The first videos, like I said, for KRS-One, Snoop Dogg, What's My Name. I've done numerous videos. If you go to my website, which is my name, Fab5Freddy, that's the number 5, Fab5Freddy.com, there's a selection of some of my favorite videos, like Nas, One Love for Nas, which was one of his first videos, just to get a rep for Gangsta. I did a lot of the videos for Shabba Ranks in the 90s when the dancehall movement blew up. So yeah, I like to dabble with film as well as making art. You know, I've got that creative thing that needs to have an outlet at all times. So
music as well. I mean, I've read somewhere that one of your songs, you haven't made a lot of music, but one of your songs is the most sampled hip-hop song of all time.
Yeah, the record that I did a French and English rap record, which led to that tour of Europe that I mentioned earlier, with a whole bunch, about 30 of us toured France in '82. But that started from a record I did called Change the Beat. Now, most of you guys won't know about that record, but if you're a real hip-hop DJ, I need to say no more, because it's somewhere in your crates, on your Serato, somewhere on your iTunes, and there's a part of the end of that record that almost every single DJ has scratched. More than like 200 records have used it. It's the sound of my voice going, ah, this stuff is really fresh.
Oh, this stuff is really fresh.
You also, most of us know you from Yo MTV Raps. I mean, how did that all come about? I mean, that's one of the most iconic shows in the history of MTV, one of the longest running shows as well. I mean, how did that all...
It wasn't longest running, it was short and sweet actually, but it has a resonating vibe. And of course, Yo MTV Raps, like so many other things, live on YouTube. You can see clips of me interviewing a lot of the most important people in the genre. Made their television debut on Yo MTV Raps. That's everybody from Dre and NWA and Snoop and Tupac and just numerous artists in that golden era of hip hop from the, let's say, the mid 80s through the mid 90s.
The bounce of the wild, creeping and crawling, Yiggy yes yo, and Snoop Doggy Dogg in the
straight out of Compton, crazy motherfucker named Ice Cube, from the gang called niggas with attitudes. Cali is where they put they neck down, give me love.
You know, prior to me hosting Yo MTV Raps, MTV was like television apartheid. There were almost no black faces or no black music, with the exception of Michael Jackson. And they made a radical move that they wanted to dive into this culture. And because people at MTV knew that I had been around on the downtown scene in New York as a visual artist, along with, you know, making moves, making paintings, I had a close relationship with different new wave bands. People like the group Blondie had made the record Rapture and talked about me and showed me a lot of love buying my art. So the people at MTV said I might be the perfect guy to host this rap show. And I was like, me on camera? But it happened, and it turned out to be the highest rated show on MTV at that time. And a lot of people don't know that it was broadcast on MTV internationally. So not only America from coast to coast, but across Europe, and anybody with a satellite dish deep into Africa, deep into the Middle East, Brazil, and even in MTV in Japan, they got to see Yo MTV Raps. That was the VHS tape era, so people would tape the show, and the tapes got handed around the way the cassettes got handed around in the early hip-hop era, which is how the music first began to spread out of the Bronx and up in Manhattan.
You were one of the earliest graffiti artists on the scene, right?
No, I was one of the earliest graffiti artists that went into galleries. Like, before me, there was many guys that laid the foundation, from scrawling, tagging, almost just chicken scratch, into it developing into a bold, brilliant, vibrant art form, you know. But I came in at a point and got down with a crew called the Fab Five, the Fabulous Five, and I got down with a brother named Lee Quinones. I said, Lee, I wasn't the biggest dude on trains, but I got these ideas about taking this thing into the art world, like a new subway yard. So around that time, late 70s, early 80s, I hooked up with Jean-Michel Basquiat, who was right out of Brooklyn like me, Keith Haring, Futura 2000, and we kind of looked at ourselves as field generals, and we sat down and plotted out a way to make a cultural assault on the art world, because there were really very few, almost no people of color making any kind of moves in the official art world. And we were determined to kick that door in, be heard, be seen, bring our flavor to the table, and we did it. So we started showing in the East Village back in the early 80s. The first gallery that gave us all one-man shows was a gallery that was called the Fun Gallery, and I showed there Futura, Keith Haring, Jean-Michel, Don D, Zephyr. A lot of the people that you see in Wild Style were the pioneer cats that showed our work. And then there were books and films and documentaries that we were involved in instigating that basically spread the word, like the movie Wild Style, the documentary Star Wars. There were different things that we took part in that spread like wildfire, and with that spark that got a lot of people in many countries and cities into this. So it was a blessing, baby. And so recently I started focusing back on making paintings again. I've been exhibiting in museums. I just had a big show in Hong Kong with this cat MC Yan, Chinese cat that's the pioneer of hip hop and graffiti in Hong Kong. We did a show together inspired by the work of Bruce Lee. That was a blowout blast. A cool website with the content, kungfuwildstyle.com. You can see some clips, some photos of the work. Hypebeast did a big piece on the whole thing. So it's been dope, man. That's what this whole Southeast Asia tour has been for me. Like, once again, baby, just pioneering new territory, trying to plant my flag, you know what I'm saying? Throw some seeds in the ground, and I'm gonna come back and pick that fruit, you know?
Been there, done that. What's next?
Oh, more the same, baby. Been there, done that, and I'm ready to do it all again.
Well, anything you want to say to our Bangkok fans, where we can find you, find more, anything else you want to say to them coming out and appreciating what you got for us tonight?
Hey man, look, I'm just happy to be in Bangkok. It's like I said, once again, a lot of fun, very interesting. You know, I'm on Twitter, Fab New York. That's spelled out, Fab New York. You can check me out there. You know what I'm saying? My website, fab5freddy.com. And whatever I'm doing, it pops up. You just Google me, baby. It's all over the place. So.
Well, check us out at QBarBangkok.com, and we'll be on YouTube with more. I'm here with the legend, Fab 5 Freddy. It's beyond an honor, sir. We'll have you back again sometime, I hope.
Yes, indeed. And you know, Matt took me to this crazy store. I had to buy another piece of luggage to take home all the extra stuff. What was
it? MBK.
Oh my God, that was like a mind-jamming experience. But I had to get another suitcase to take home all the stuff.
There's a lot of those mind-jamming experiences over here. Next time you can stuff some Thai girls in your suitcase or something.
Oh my God, if I can get them through customs, we'll definitely bring them back to Harlem.
Well, here we are live, QBar Live, right here on YouTube. Check us out more at QBarBangkok.com, on Twitter, Facebook. You know where to find us. We're here every night with the man, Fab 5 Freddy.
Where did this come from?
Fab 5 in the house. Until next time, QTV, we'll see y'all at Q.